Effective schools do character education. Surprised by that? You see, I think teaching values cannot be avoided by teachers. A teacher once described herself as a science teacher and a character educator. When I said that I was surprised by her defining herself as a character educator, she shared with me that it's found in the way she taught, the values she modeled, the conduct she tolerated, the actions she encouraged, and the expectations she shared with her class. Yes, she was doing character education. Here's even more. Characters found in grading practices, class and school rules, homework expectations, and even deciding what and how a teacher will engage students in the academic content they're expected to teach. Tom Lacona has said this: down through history, education has always had two goals: to help children and young people become smart, but also to become good. See, we like our schools to graduate students who are competent, but also have a moral compass to guide them in making decisions. Good implementation of character counts requires four things. You must teach, enforce or encourage expectations, advocate, and model the 6 pillars and desired traits consistently and with fidelity. So allow me to unpack each of these key elements associated with the team process. First is teach. Character skills can be taught and developed like any other skill, right? Direct and intentional teaching of the 6 pillars or desired traits in the SEL or academic domains should be an integral component of effective teaching. Make sure your students understand what the values mean in terms of their own conduct. They're not just words, they're desired actions, outcomes of their behavior. Intentionally and explicitly initiate instructional strategies to promote the key beliefs. Use the language of the important beliefs consistently and continuously and pervasively in your class. E is to enforce or encourage expectations. Simply teaching the 6 pillars or desired traits isn't enough. See, the 6 pillars and these traits must be put into action by your students. So demonstrate the importance of your school values by consistently conferring appropriate positive and negative consequences. Emphasize with students that upholding these values are outcomes of expected behaviors. A is to advocate. Communicate clearly and continuously the importance you and your program attaches to character and the traits you want to instill. Constant encouragement, while making sure you're not neutral about the importance of good character. See, character education is never done. There's no finality to it. There's always room for improvement. I like to say I'm not as good as I ought to be. I'm not as good as I want to be or I'm going to be. I'm just thankful I'm a little better than I used to be. See, all adults who work with children must set a good example. That takes me to the M in model. You must set a good example. What you say and do is our conduct really sends a message to students about what it is that we value. Others may not listen to what we say, but they believe all it is that we do. Now, you have to say it's not about perfection, right, Gary? See, everyone makes mistakes, but even the way you respond to mistakes will provide an important opportunity to model the values and desired traits. Team, teach, enforce, advocate, and model. The acronym describes the process to implement an effective character counts initiative to promote academics and good character.